Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Really just signing out 2024 from the team. Thank you so much for the support so far. We've seen our Discord grow above 20,000 people. We've seen our YouTube channel grow above 50,000. We've got over 27,000 signed up for a beta already. All of those things still available, by the way. In this video, we just want to say, have a great Christmas and New Year break if you celebrate those things. If not, have a great holiday period anyway. And we're just going to show you some of the best bits from 2024. We've been all over the world at this point. Vegas, oh man, Germany, where else we've been? Amsterdam. Anyway, we've been all over the place. Finland. It's been a super cool year for the Fateless crew. We have redesigned combat engines. We have got the fundamentals of a game in place. And then next year, we're going to explode with our beta and with our actual launch. So right now, we're at prototype stage. We're actually at pre-production, which means that even the prototype we're producing is what we would class as our common build. IP's been a kind of like a big talking point throughout the community. We have had a couple of challenges with IP, I'm not gonna lie. Firstly, there was a couple of companies that decided that Fateless were too new as a business, as a game studio, to work with us. We presented too much of a risk. Prototype 2.0 for our first level build in Fateless. Showing you our archer here inside like a character viewer now. There's something else which we want to bring into our game, and that is dynamic effects. Imagine at the same time, some of the background crumbles away with the sheer force of impact of your hit. I just got to say, this part blew my mind initially. Like, she's taken the front view of hair, she's just taken a copy of it, and then she starts to paint in the back view. This is not finished. We actually had a big chat about this today. We want him to feel perhaps a bit more threatening, I guess. Anubis will be a legendary in the game. We then go from this to Esther's upgraded version. So Esther's like, right, I see what you're doing there, Dane. Let's see if we can bring this to life. And this now becomes Horus Mark II or Mark III, I guess. So you can see here Odin. I think this might be the first time I'm showing Odin, actually. Like, the level now has gone up a tier, okay? You know, we do have a kind of movable camera. We can zoom out. I can't zoom in as much as I want to. We do have an enemy boss, which is just a kind of like placeholder boss for now. But, you know, it kind of, to slow it down, put auto on. It does play as a game. And we've got some form of animations from the boss. Not quite right, obviously. We've been working on a bit of, I guess, some animation stuff. So, you know, animations now which kind of like fit the abilities of some of the different heroes in the game. The Asgard Bridge, yeah, so we're kind of like working our way along it. You can see some of the markings in there. You can see some of the structures. Obviously, there'll be backdrops and some of the assets that have been made. This one is that kind of like straight line concept because it's one of our earlier designs, but kind of like finishing in this kind of like boss environment that we're going to have. Again, just like attention to detail, the flag just like flying in the background, some of the different statues that have been built in. You can just see how this works. And then again, this kind of like boss environment at the end. And they've also struggled with feeling like they're in a tactical RPG or a tactical game rather than just a turn-based RPG. Things like having to target the ground instead of the enemy champion was a problem for people that were testing. Things like understanding language. So, you know, what does adjacent mean to you versus what it means to me? And ultimately, although this felt like a really cool direction, we were actually pushing too much complexity for the average player. And it's meant that we've had to have this kind of like stop moment in time and decide that we're actually gonna scrap this system. So Brazilian Archer, do whatever ranged attack. The feeling is good, like really, really sweet, slick animation stuff. In-game screenshots. Dan's literally gone into the game and taken screenshots that he wants to use for the website. So this is roster screen. This is Leonidas on the Olympus roster. We've got Brunhild here, a Valkyrie, which might be why she looks like another Valkyrie. Please, people, roll the teaser.
The mists of Avalon, dearest, are parting. Beyond them, I see an existence broken by time, its reality fractured, splintered. Across these cracks, like a greed-flavored soup, spew forth those that want more glory, more power, or simply just more. We need an understanding of what the world...
And in this screen again, I can look at my roster. We've seen this stuff before. A little bit tidied up. Only a little bit, but with the shaders and stuff like that. So some of the shaders are now starting to come through better. We're getting a better visual. Today you get to know who the artist is who is currently recording the new track that's going to be on our cinematic. So at Fateless, we were trawling the internet to try and find the right sound, the right type of voice to really sell the feeling we wanted from our cinematic. And we stumbled across this legend that is Serena Bell. Serena is absolutely phenomenal. We met Serena in London. She is a gamer herself. She loves this type of game and everything just fit together so perfectly. Serena is blowing up on TikTok and YouTube. I'm going to share with you snippets of 2 of her tracks right now.
Still remains within the sound of
so yeah, rest assured we're going to bring gameplay that you can actually test, but there's, as I say, there's a bunch of buggy stuff going on still in here, and because I've not used this ability yet before I'm showing you, it's done a blue box it. That's actually kind of cool. You can see here we flipped to the new version. This is now an 8 heads. Barely feels different, honestly, but it just makes such a difference when you see the characters coming through. So this is now the new model. The cool thing here, so new to old, you can see the change. The cool thing is, doesn't mean everyone's going to be this exact shape. With the new model, you're able to add more meat on the bones. So an example here, this is pre-change for Herc in his idle pose, just giving it the heavy breathing. Okay, not much going on. Post-change, some character in the face and a bit of a smirk with the mouth and a blink. I cannot wait. It's been a phenomenal experience for me personally, and I know the rest of the team are absolutely psyched for the way the project is heating up. Really appreciate your support, and yeah, we'll see you in 2025.